Yeah, Pop's got to be quiet for the rest of the night.
Right.
No precepts, you lost
Right, that quick.
No 7 days. No, but on the flip
Yes,
side of
sir.
that, brothers should be able to bridle their tongue.
Absolutely.
You should be able to control your mouth, man.
Absolutely.
All right, but, hey, shalom. What you doing a lot of tapping, brother? What's going on?
I turned off your the notification.
Oh, okay.
I learned that
All
yesterday.
right, brother.
Yeah, man, all
Oh,
that-
okay. You cold with it now.
I'm cold with it now.
Yeah. All right.
You gotta laugh to keep
We have. Hey, shalom. We're the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago, and after these brothers get it out.
Come on, brothers. Come on.
No, but he right though. Sometimes we have to laugh and keep from crying, man. We really are tired of this place, man. And you should be in that spirit. But first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Double honors into our apostles, double honors into our elder bishops. Salutations to all of our fellow laborers that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Now more so than ever, they locking people up for telling the truth, man. Right? All right, and to the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, we want to say shalom to them. We want to say shalom to the few akwaf, man. Right? The very few that are listening and learning, okay?
Right.
And give great glory and honor to our King and Savior, Yahweh Shai, who's coming back to set up the tabernacle of David.
Right.
The 144,000, Amos 9 and 11. That's what the whole Bible story ends with that, man. All right? The Lord setting up the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be an earthly realm. Hence the reason why they hate us so much. Hence the reason why they did the things that they did to us. And yesterday, I want to just commend a brother from Detroit for doing a response to the street lesson. We did a street lesson on Baker's Rebellion and the whole creation of whiteness, the creation of blackness, and basically that's the catalyst for all the hatred and all the things that Jake goes through today. Okay, and how they took both the northern and southern kingdom, combined them together and started calling them Negroes. They took a lot of natives of the Americas and a lot of slaves and freemen, okay, that were here. And I've learned too that freemen were the remnant of the Jake that were already here. Okay,
Costa Rica.
that we were told that free. I was told and believed that freemen were Jakes that earned their freedom, and that's not the case. All right, and shalom to them Jakes in Costa Rica. I see that one a lot. And I just saw some really gorgeous Colombian. You late on that one, brother. but no, I was just shocked. You know, I didn't know the Colombians came that way. If you saw them walking down the street, you would think they were just some really attractive Judite women. All right, and you know, a lot of Judite women don't look like that anymore. That should have been the clue right there.
You know what?
Right? The curses fell on Judah, man.
They smoking black and loud.
Right? The curses really fell on Judite women collectively. Now, you know, I'm not gonna say that they all trash, you know, but the Lord took that beauty off the Judite women, man. A lot of them.
Yeah, it slapped in the last like 2 decades. It started slapping hard too.
Hit them
Videos
hard.
the same.
Yeah.
Buffy the Body, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like that. Damn. They all got to get surgery now. That's
Yeah.
the best.
It did hit them, man. They shoulders is wider than their hips. They ain't got no ass. They got 3-4 necks. You know,
That's why they call themselves down.
they got them, you know, them big old wide backs that's full of fat Betty.
Head backs. Oh, Black Betty.
Tina the talking tummy, all that, man. All right, so the Lord leader than they didn't you know, they make the tummy talk. But anyway, the Lord had jacked them up, man. But we're gonna before we go into some of that information about the Baker's Rebellion, I just like to read this because that spirit of the exposing Esau goes far beyond the Hebrew Israelites at this point. All right, you got Edomites bringing out information. So I'm like, and it's serious. I find it very interesting too that, you know, Vocab Malone and his minions really have nothing to say when it comes to all this information and all these videos that come out and proving that so-called white people are Edomites. They really have nothing to say at all.
Not to mention these colonists. No, not to mention that these colonists all claim to be Christian. I don't know if Jake remember that video, the brother from LA made. He said, "All you did, everything you did to us, You did it while you were claiming to be a Christian. So that Bible we still read, those verses that we read to keep ourselves under subjection with our leaders, right? You guys used to break the spirit and the will of Jake, man.
And it's all connected to the Baker's Rebellion. We gonna circle back around to that. But this is and the water to April O'Neil, the water beloved. This information came from her, and I didn't even know about this book. But this is a book called Traditions Concerning Edomites, and this is on page 231. All right, somebody like really hard the ball.
Talking about live went out. My live went out. Yeah,
Well, I don't know why you fuck with that TikTok shit, man.
You ain't even did
Then you
nothing.
can't do it. No, but that's why I got off TikTok.
Because they just did.
Because when anytime any inkling of truth, I don't know what it is or how they do it, but
They
you
kill it.
speak any truth at all when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Or at least when it came to me, every video I would start, it would.
Because they got the false prophets on there.
So
Yeah.
well, they don't. I don't know. Their videos don't get cut, so there it is. But anyway, I want to read this now, man. This is from the book Traditions of Concerning Edomites on page 231. Okay, as a matter of fact, because somebody looked it up and see who the Traditions Concerning Edomites. Let's find out who the author is, when it was written, because it looks like it's really old. All right, but it says Esau's descendants are the subjects of an extensive traditions in which the rabbis with the effrontery at which we should wonder in any other men have set a defiance all authentic history and accurate chronology, and this is true. They defy true history. They defy the chronological history. They always changing things and hiding things. All right. These representations, the fallacy of which will be too obvious to require being pointed out, may be briefly compromised under the following heads. First, the descendants of Esau, the sworn enemies of the descendants of Jacob, even to the end of the world. All right, and if you got scriptures in mind, start piling them up now. Were at first a small nation, inhabiting Mount Seir, the adjacent country contiguous to the land of Canaan, that they were easily confined within their own limits as long as the Israelites enjoyed a great formidable empire in Canaan. But after the powerful republic of the 12 tribes were destroyed by the Assyrians and the Babylonians, they wonderfully increased in numbers and strength, extended their dominion towards the west, because there was a prophecy being fulfilled. Esau had to be increased so that he can get dominion over the world. All right, it says, it spread to their colonies far and wide. And I had a scoffing Edomite that started on my page, and then she jumped to many other brothers' pages after that. And she still, I don't know why she follows me, but she still follows me. And you never know which her, because like she's like, what was that old movie Sybil? That bitch with all the different personalities.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she's in 100% agreement. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she'll leave three comments that's all in agreement, and then all of a sudden she'll just flip some. I'll say something she don't like, and all of a sudden, yeah. But she said something the other day, and I could do nothing but laugh. And she said, and she called the Edomites. She referred to them as their forefathers, the founding colonizers. So I had to borrow that term. So we're gonna read the following, the founding, not the founding fathers, but the founding colonizers. So
I can't find that book under that name.
you can't find it.
Me
It's called
neither.
Brotherhood and Inheritance, a canonical reading.
He found it. Okay.
You got it?
What is it called, brother?
It says B.A. Anderson, Brotherhood and Inheritance, a canonical reading of the Esau and Edom traditions.
Ooh wee. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got to get our hands on this. But it says, they wonderfully increased in numbers and strength, extended their dominion toward the west, spread their colonies far and wide, subjugated Italy. Wow. Doesn't it say in William Beecher's book that Italy was found? That they said the Romans were found to be the Edomites.
Look at the price of the book.
Yeah.
140 for a hardcover, 53 for a paperback.
Well, that's
I'm sure it was probably cheaper
well.
before.
Right now, that's a lot of money for a book.
Yeah, it was originally 220.
10, 50, 10, 15 years ago, that would have been nothing.
220 originally, so they just.
It's a PDF somewhere. You can get it for free.
Yeah, I was
Alright.
about to say.
Well, I don't do PDFs, brother. I got to be able to hold the book, show it, put it in the camera,
Yeah.
underline it. Yeah, it's different.
Old school.
All right.
We can print it out for you.
Let's do that code, brother. I don't. But it says he subjugated Italy, founded Rome and the Roman Empire. Come on, man. Somebody get Jeremiah. It says founded in Obadiah 1:6.
I'm holding it.
Bible Kashah. It says they said they subjugated Italy, founded Rome and the Roman Empire at length. Come on, vocab, where you at, bro? All right. It says I'm trying to buy somebody some pizza.
Yeah.
He got that nigga to sell out for some pizza. It says founded.
He's trying to say, take us out to eat.
Bad niggas.
Founded Rome. That's why I said it. Founded Rome and the Roman Empire at the length. Entirely overturned the Jewish state, meaning the Israelite state. We're not Jewish. That's a different. These are the Esau, the Jewish. Okay, the Jewish people are the Edomites. The Israelites are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I.
Right.
Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the Israelites of the Bible. Okay, Jewish people, the Edomites, they're the aftermarket people who took the nationality, which this is more evidence of an Edomite because I'm 100% sure that the writer of this book, of this the scholar,
He's an Edomite.
he's an Edomite. Okay, it says right Esau. It says turn the Israelite state. I'm gonna change that, which had been restored after the termination of Babylonian captivity. The second temple being destroyed by Titus and Vespasian, and that the present day professing the religion of Jesus of Nazareth. So this is also cornering Judeo-Christianism. He's also not letting you know that the Christianity, just like the rabbis have been saying, is Edom, is Esau. Okay, it says which they were the first of all nations to embrace. Wow, so. Because the Israelites never embraced Christianity, the Edomites did. All right, they took this newfound religion and then used it to rule over the actual Christians. All right, because the Israelites were first called Christians; they never called themselves that. Just like yesterday's lesson, we've never called ourselves Black Israelites. We were simply the Hebrew Israelites. All right, those people that put that black label, they're unlearned or they're sellouts or they're a little of both. I'll say it again. Someone who calls themselves a black Israelite, a black Hebrew Israelite, all right, is either very unlearned, to embarrassingly unlearned, all right, especially with the amount of information that we put out on the word black, or they've taken a bag. Okay? Let me finish it, then I'll give it to you. It says, and that the present, well, y'all brothers talking, man. And that the present day professing the religion of Jesus of Nazareth, which they were the first of all nations to embrace, they hold the dominion over all of Europe. Esau detaining in captivity his brother Jacob. Come on, man.
Wow.
All right, y'all already know the scripture. All right, in Isaiah, it says, they hold the dominion over all of Europe. Esau detaining in captivity his brother Jacob, at least as far as regards the tribe of Judah, till his Messiah, Ben David shall appear. So basically, he's acknowledging that we're waiting on King David. All right, and David is gonna come, and Yahushua is gonna come. It says, secondly, the prophecies of the prophet of the prophets against Esau, Edom, Seir, and the cities of Edom. Because, like we said yesterday, every place where Edom is Basra today. And the Lord is coming back to visit them all. Let them precepts run. Visit you first, and you got one, and whoever else got them.
And this Amos 1:9, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. And you can link this with Joel the 3rd chapter. In Joel the 3rd chapter, they call Tyrus, I believe they call him Tyree in that chapter. All right? And it says, why they getting punished? Because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom. In Joel 3, it says he was given to the Grecians.
The whole captivity,
Mhm.
proving that the northern and southern kingdom were oppressed together. That whole of creating the miscegenation laws to prevent white women who were choosing to be with Jake even in a low state. All right, you got to think about the power of that. That you would have white women in the 1600s that would choose to be with a low-level, so-called black man, so-called native man, over a wealthy Edomite. What's that telling you, man? That they had to make laws, miscegenation laws. They had to make laws to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
All right, so Edom, his micro was hurt. His pussy was hurt.
Hey,
All right.
hey, Elder, you saw that video that I posted? He had the Edomite. He went all the way to Sweden.
I saw it, brother.
And he's like, so you like black men? Like, yeah, we do. Okay, well,
He wasn't expecting an answer.
Yeah, right.
It kind of fucked him up.
Yeah. He's like, because he was like, oh, well, how do you know you're not breaking the law? Because you have to have an IQ to consent.
This and that, yeah.
He tried to bring that shit
Then he
back.
tried to bring back the whole per capita law.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the lie IQ is done, man.
Yeah.
All right, your pseudoscience is done. But go ahead, Saint Ben.
Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of tyrants, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. So keep in mind, in Joel, it says it was to the Grecians, and right here it calls the Grecians Edom. Just briefly, when you go through the history, the Grecians that took over, well, they called them Grecians, all right, but they were not Grecians, they were Macedonians, that took over were Edomites. Alexander the Great, his generals, these are Edomites. You can track it through the scriptures. All right, so this is why it says Edomites, man. But I was saying fire, and furthermore, the prophecy say we would be in the hand of Esau last, not Japheth.
Right.
So it can never be the real Grecians that we were in the hands of, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe it says first over.
We mentioned that yesterday on the line. The real Grecians, Japheth really doesn't play that big of a role in the end-day prophecies. Japheth there's no history of Japheth, oppressing and enslaving Jake and doing all these horrific things to Jake and trying to steal their identity.
That's right.
All right, that was not. Esau did that.
Esau.
Okay,
But
Esau.
But I will send a fire on the walls of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So it never ended, man. Esau never let us free. All right. In fact, when you go into it, Europe so-called ended slavery first, and when you go into the history of it, and this is not some hidden thing, they tell you why they did it. It was simply because, okay, you have industry markets coming, you got the industrial age coming, all right? So if you have free labor from black slaves, so-called black slaves, why would any company hire their white lesser counterparts? So they said, well, we got to let these niggas seem free so we can hire some whites and put them in the manager positions, and therefore we don't have a ride with our own people. Kind of like why they made whiteness.
Right, the whole thing that goes back to the Baker's Rebellion.
It started in Europe.
The Baker's Rebellion, it basically started in the social construct of whiteness was created. It's like St. Benji was referring to here in America, in Virginia, in the 1600s. All right, in 1681 to be exact. The miscegenation laws, and what they did was they took the so-called poor whites, all right, the nobody whites, and they gave them something. And what they gave them was whiteness. And all it really did was gave them rights to be above Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. And it basically, you can do whatever you want to, and they can't take you to court. You can own firearms, they cannot. You can own land and houses, they cannot. You can make concubines and bang their women as much as you want. They can't touch yours. And it gave them front of the line rights. And the same Edomites that were slaving and working with you, all right, now all of a sudden they have these benefits. It worked like a charm because the division came. Daniel Bacon died, and then the Edomites that was down with him weren't down with him anymore. They was for this new whiteness. We're white folks now. Right? So there's law cases. So and I think the first time I think it was 1705. But so from 1681. And then so from 1681 to 1785, in that time period, whiteness spread to the whole globe, and all of a sudden, You know, people that were once Brits and once Scots and once Germans or once Dutch. Now all of a sudden they were white.
Yep.
And then you got labeled black, and we brought out the definition, which is why I get so angry because it's Esau that pushes and elevates that blackness. And then you got people that constantly talking about black people this and black people that and us black folk. Dumbass niggas, you not black. I just failed.
Oh, that's a damn crayon.
All right. So exactly, your skin is brown, and so that was the whole lesson. Why would you call someone who's physically brown? You got 2 shades of brown here, 3 right here, 3 different shades of brown.
Honey golden
All right.
Golden brown.
Honey golden
Okay.
brown.
Not black, but brown. So why is it that you can physically, that you someone who is visibly, somebody look up that word.
A block man, then.
Look, Bob Kashah, somebody look up that word visibly. Someone who's visibly and physically, all right, look up that word, brown, and call them black. Okay? Well, we gave a great breakdown of that yesterday, and once again, kudos to that brother for doing the response to the lesson. It was excellent. It was the video was the way he did it.
Spot on.
It was spot on, and it was better than the original, and it made it even better because
Enhanced
the 2
it, yeah.
combined is amazing, brother.
And it was entertaining and it was funny.
The way he did it.
Yeah.
All right? Okay? Because he literally went into every point that we spoke about and pulled it up and proved that there's actual history. See, because you the men of Great Millstone, you know, you got brothers that motherfuck this and motherfuck that and shit damn motherfucker and you asshole, you piece of shit. You know, and but then you got brothers that you know that's you know they whole lesson. They drop more F-bombs than bombs in World War II, but that's okay. All right, because one thing that you can say is that they're still telling the truth. All right,
And bringing out receipts too.
bringing out receipts. These men are highly intelligent, and a lot of times when men, you know, they speak that way out of anger. You get frustrated, and so in anger, that's just what you do, man.
Speaking
You know, you
your
stub
fury.
your tongue, you're like mother, you know, it happens, okay? So it's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make it, you know. But you know, I personally try to refrain from doing it too much. But you know, in the heat of the moment, it happens, man.
Can I get this quote from President Lyndon B. Johnson?
Absolutely.
Before you get, I just want to say, cursing is the sign of intelligence. Science has proven it.
Okay, well, I stand corrected.
I mean, Paul, the most smartest in the book, is cursing.
They say people who use rude speech.
They're more honest.
They're more honest and more
But not
intelligent.
even not just honesty, just intelligence too.
Yeah, they said intelligent is a dude who always come around and be saying this on the internet. He real famous for saying it, and he said people that curse are made way more intelligent than people who don't
Or
curse.
not necessarily.
Oh,
Like that.
word.
But go ahead.
Let me give this
Something
quote.
better, you know.
Stop making these niggas
Oversimplified
sound
this
deep,
shit.
man.
This is so this is a quote from
Real, bro. These
a former
niggas stupid.
president, Lyndon B. Johnson. All right, and this is Bacon's Rebellion, right? It says, if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man,
That's right.
he won't notice you're picking his pocket.
That's right.
Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you.
And that's exactly what they do. Look at MAGA today.
Exactly.
They look at the decisions that these Edomites make. They make decisions based on emotion and color that actually hurt their own communities
Yeah.
just to keep Jake from getting it. It's like, you know, the free healthcare and all these
I
other
was
things.
just about to
You
say
know,
that.
the different programs that allow you to get businesses and home loans and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They'll suffer and cancel themselves out just to keep a so-called black man from getting it, because it's like, wait a minute, this dude already got inches over me.
Yeah.
All right, so now he get to have a house and a car too. You know, that nigga got a piano. I don't have a piano.
Hey, Elder. Hey, when the scripture says he's falling into it says the same ditch that he dug. Hey, because if you want to keep somebody down in the hole, you got to be down there in the hole with them. So that's what they did. They complain about not having free healthcare. Why didn't you fight for free healthcare? Because you didn't want a nigga to get it. Why didn't you fight for all these things? See, they complain about the shit the small hats get, all the kickbacks and shit. Why didn't you fight for that? Because you didn't want a nigga to get it.
Hey, what's crazy is there was a whole program started because they was doing predatory lending to Jake. All right, in the 80s and the 90s, predatory lending was terrible. All right, so a program called NACA, which Esau started. All right, which Esau started to fight against really the issues. All right, the little hats. All right, so what they do is you got to make a certain amount of money. All right, you can't make outside of this tax bracket to get these loans. There's no money down, all type of shit. And the only thing they say is we don't care about your credit. If you paying rent already, okay, you can afford a mortgage. And this is a program that Esau started.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this.
It's called NAC. I went through that program.
Yeah.
You know, and you got Edomites who are mad because they can't get into the program because they make too much money. Because two people, if you married, if Esau married, if Esau,
The middle.
If
Just turn it up. The middle. I mean,
yeah, if Esau married,
the wall.
all right, and they making two incomes, and they may make $300,000 a year, and they ain't got no kids, they knock them out of it. They can't get the loan.
Right.
So, but what Esau do, what they say is you gotta have this many kids, and they go off of how many kids you got, your income, and everything. And Esau don't got that, so they looking at Esau like you make too much money. You don't qualify for this program. But Jake is going there all day long, and they get multi-family homes, million dollar buildings in New York. That's all Jake getting that shit. That's all Jake getting it because they qualify for the programs. But Esau set the shit up. The rates are lower.
It's one of the things that backfired. Which
It backfired.
means
It
that program will shortly die.
Yeah,
Is anything that Jake starts
Jake don't know about it.
anything Jake starts to benefit from, they begin to
Just like
eliminate.
bankruptcy.
I was about to say that Title 7 and Title 11, the laws changed on it because through the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, Esau was filing bankruptcy and keeping their cars, keeping their homes, keeping their business, and even increasing, keeping the business that they had and then increasing again. But when Jake got wind of it, like, damn, I get to keep my car in my house, and they start, and I just gotta wait 7 years and I'm clear and I can start all over again. Right, and that's clear. So when Jake started doing it, they started changing.
And it's every 7 years.
Mhm.
You know, you gotta wait 7 years to do it. And you can't put a certain type of debts that's excluded from it now.
Right.
Of course, that's what I mean. They changed the rules on
Child
it.
support.
They made it difficult.
School loans, child
What's it called? When I worked at the law firm, one of the old lawyers was sighing and crying because he was like, back in my day, we would graduate from law school and medical school, immediately claim bankruptcy, and we was good. Now their sons and daughters are stuck with student loan debt that they can't get out of.
And guess what? It was the small hat that was behind
The
that.
small hat's
You
been
fucked
exploiting
your
all
own
that.
people.
Because niggas was
No, but it was small hats who pushed that legislation. So Esau's always fucking Esau.
Exactly.
All right, they screw each other over, man.
Exactly.
I got so I can make this quick correction. There's no financial limit on that. They got two parts. The thing is, you have to buy in a low income area.
Right.
Esau ain't trying to come be around
Esau's-
niggas. That's the
ain't
problem.
around niggas.
But it's fine because Esau, they get Section 8. They get to rent the condos downtown. A lot of them motherfuckers are Section 8 out.
Yeah, the people get upset too when they see Keisha there with all her children, all her different baby daddies.
Shit, I
And
get
Elam and them down there. Elam and them took over presidential towers.
Oh yeah, they all up in there.
Yeah.
Took that shit over.
They in presidential
They
towers,
was
and they also in Lake Meadows.
Yep.
They done took over. Elam done took over Lake Meadows too, man.
Yeah, that's why Scripture says the Lord has called Egypt the air and every work thereof. See,
Living on the lakefront.
Yeah,
Lakefront living, right there in Lake Meadows, man.
yeah. Now we talk about Jacob's trouble. We need to start making this popular. Esau's calamity, because what the Lord said, the calamity Esau's, all these things that you're doing are trapping yourself.
Yeah.
You
They push the narrative so hard that niggas is just on food stamps.
Yeah.
They getting Section 8, all this shit. But realistically, Esau was more on it than us.
Especially the little hats.
It's the same thing in Canada. Edomites on welfare.
I got a quick.
Now they ready to close that shit down. You shooting yourself in the foot.
Yep.
it's the gallows.
Yeah. Y'all start to automate a lot of shit back in the 80s. Like you watch the old movie The Wash.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's why automation. Who was getting affected by that? Niggas. But fast forward to now, automation is taking you jobs from the Edomites.
That's right.
That's the exact what Isaiah 19 says. They will stumble and they stagger. It's like it. they was staggering their own vomit like a drunkard, man. There'll be no work for the head, tail, brush to do, man. All right, so now we see what joblessness increasing. That's big prophecy. Esau was hurt, man.
Esau
More shit closing down. Get on social media. Some gyro spot that's been around for decades closing down. They say, well, we're giving y'all the secret to the white sauce. So they post on the door and on Instagram the white sauce. All these different. They was on the news. We've been around this time. We just can't make it. We closing down. Everything is closing down. The mom and pop's been closing down. Now you got these little branches that's closing down.
People that had 2 or 3 stores, or a bunch of employees, and
In line.
they calling, you know, they calling that last meeting to let all their, to say goodbye to all their
mid-size small business.
you know, all the employees, the ones that's been with them from day one, and
pizza
man.
party.
Yeah, and basically, I'm gonna have a pizza party to tell you that you ain't got a job no more.
Yep.
You know?
If you remember Demolition Man, it was only one corporation.
Yeah.
Taco
Taco Bell. They showing.
And Taco Bell was a fucking, that was.
It was like every
That's
restaurant.
government
They
shit.
was buying cheeseburgers.
It was
No,
like a
but
Michelin
top-
5-star in the movie.
Yeah, it was a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Yeah, we're gonna Taco Bell.
Oh, and it
She
was-
was excited,
it
you know.
That's how dope they was.
That's how fun. Yeah.
Yeah, they're eating rat burgers and shit.
Rat burgers.
They showing you that all that shit was going to disappear and shit.
I had a quick preach
So
on
hold
this.
on, brother. This brother had one that never got to.
Thought you was slick.
It's all right. Hold, keep your precept. Jeremiah 49:10. But I
I'm
have
just about
made,
to ask for it.
that's the spirit.
But spirit, man.
But I have made Esau bad. Bear means bad. All right, naked, clean. You can't. What don't you understand about the word bear?
Bear, butt ass naked.
Butt ass naked.
Bucket
Bucket.
naked.
But he said, I have made Esau bucket naked. All right, he has made him bare.
Yeah.
I have uncovered his secret places.
Yeah, he's that old that old book that we used to read when I was a kid. They used to show the cartoon.
Emperor's New Clothes.
The emperor has
There
no
it
clothes.
Yep.
That's
I
Esau.
was just
He done
took
convinced.
it right out my mouth.
He done convinced himself
Nah,
that
come on, man.
that you know.
Come on, you what?
There
Pause.
it is, man. Pause, brother. But he didn't took it. He didn't took that to the whole next level.
Yep.
Trump has really convinced these people that they wearing a new style and shit, and they bucket naked.
That's it.
You can see them now. Everybody can see you for what they are, including your women.
That's it.
All right,
That's the old women.
all right. It's amazing how it is amazing to watch the level of Edomite women and the quality of Edomite women,
Oh yeah.
which have nothing to say but bad things about their men and turning on their men left and right.
That's right.
All right, it's a beautiful thing to see. The curse is falling upon them, man.
That's what I got.
All right.
That's what exactly.
Like you know, like the brother showed me the video of some strange-ish Edomite chick on her knees reading slave books and reading shit he told her to read.
Read.
All right.
Into captivity.
Who just
Oh wow.
who basically who just divorced her ish husband who had a lot of money, man. All right, to sit there on your knees and read slave books
That's
to in the house in the right, and it's mighty as fuck in the you know in the apartment, you know, of somebody who's supposed to be beneath you,
Yeah.
that you just met, you know, but you know but Jake be having that kind of swag, that type of that type of influence over these heathen women, man. All right.
So it says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret
You got
places,
Obadiah 1:6.
and he shall not be able to hide himself. He said, I've uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. One of the things I really love watching is how all the video memes coming up after Vance and Trump and them went over to the G7, and how the delegations walked out on them, and then Vance went to try to go meet and try to greet and handshake, and Duke had, just like the video of Obama back then got viral, him saying, you know, hugging on certain people, but then like, you know, just like, you know, dapping,
Right, he was like, some people was like,
right. But it happened now with Vance, where the
fat face square.
The other heathens,
Yeah,
they were sitting there and dapping. He went in for his shake, and Duke had just went the other way, right there, boom, and Vance was like, "What the fuck?"
Nah,
and,
they come good.
Yeah, he's made everybody see. Was it Obadiah where he says, "They will lay a wound under thee." It's a wound laid under thee. They all know you have been exposed to be the devil and break every contract, every covenant, and nobody's fucing with you now.
I watched the video.
Europe is against the West.
Yes.
All right, and the truth be said that, and Europe is also against the Israelis.
Yes.
The whole world is against them, and they trying to push that because they trying to, they believe the madness that they believe. Them left side demons did a major tricks on their mind, man. What you got, Pops?
This is Psalm 69:22. Let that table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap.
And that's exactly what's happened. All these things that they've done, they've trapped themselves. Can you bring out the scripture you
Yes,
had?
sir. This Obadiah 1, and can I jump to 3, Elder, just to bring out the point, which the Elder just said. I'm going to jump to 6.
Go ahead, brother.
This Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
They are greatly despised. And I'm going to read this part again. And I need that Isaiah 42:22. But it says, and the present day professing the religion of Jesus of Nazareth, which they were the first of all nations to embrace. They hold the dominion, Daniel 4:17. They hold the dominion over all Europe. Esau detaining the cap. Man, I love this. They straight out telling you, Europeans, Eurasians, are the Edomites.
Right.
Okay? Something that the Hebrew Israelites have been telling you day one. All right? Even the low-level camps have been telling you that.
In the beginning.
Okay? Esau detaining in captivity his brother Jacob, Jeremiah 15:33. All right, especially when in 1682 when they made that decree, where they declared that African slaves, African freedmen, and Native Americans were all Negroes, which put them in a new category. All right, where they can be enslaved and traded.
Yeah.
And it also ensured that the natives of the Americas, especially ones that look like me, all right, would not have any rights to the land.
To the land rights, yeah.
Exactly. So it was a very sneaky and deceitful, diabolical, done with mischief.
And it still affects the natives to this day. There's a black-looking guy, all right, a so-called black, as they would say, for their sake term. All right, but he's brown, of course. He has all the proof, paperwork, etc. He's a native.
Yeah.
And he's been trying to, I forget the name of the people that oversee the native services and shit.
And they're Edomites on top of that.
And they are Edomites. And he done called the and he can't get anywhere with it because the Edomites are running
He's like
shit.
me in my court system.
Yes.
I mean, me in my court case.
Yep. Yes.
I have all the evidence and have presented all the evidence proving that I'm 100% right.
We're gonna pass
But
over this case.
what they're doing is they're changing the goalposts.
We're gonna pass over this case.
All right. Or they,
Nothing to see here.
or they claim that they didn't have dominion, which is retarded, in complete retardation.
Yes.
Because if you have the dominion to start something, you would also have the dominion to end it.
Yes.
Since you didn't, I don't have the jurisdiction. I don't have jurisdiction over this, so therefore, well, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
All right.
Because technically they didn't have jurisdiction in the first place, so that's why they said it. Because they didn't have jurisdiction in the first place.
But they would have ruled on it.
Because
If they would have ruled on it, you would have.
If they would have brought this before open court, there's no way I could.
And then
I
on
could have
record,
lost.
and on
And
record,
then-
anybody can just come in and
That
pick it
being
up.
a problem. Now it's on record, and that would have just threw a major monkey wrench in the entire fraud that they're doing,
Not
which
only
is a
for
$1 billion
Esau,
industry.
Heathens and Jake involved, everybody, because once something's public record, anybody can look it up and see it.
Yeah.
It's called legal precedence.
Yeah.
Once the judgment is passed in the case,
Yeah.
every other case after that the judge has to refer to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, now we got
And that's the
precedence.
strange thing, because there's also, I have in my case law 3 of it ruling in my favor. So their goal is to just keep this out of court.
Hot potato.
Yeah.
They know who you
This is going back to Jeremiah 49.
Yeah, I
I had a
believe
little bit more than that. I'm jumping down. Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Right, we're the Lord's children.
That's right, brother.
Well, look what he did to us, man.
Con.
You think you gonna get away with it, Esau? And you heathens? No, man. So that lets you know the Gentiles in the New Testament alone ain't talking about you heathens.
That's right.
Because y'all got to get punished like we got punished as a nation.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he just said that the Edomites were the first ones to embrace Christianity and push their religion.
Yeah.
And that's why they got women teaching like this one here. Let's see, did they say her name? Female pastor resigns after caught practicing oral sex on men to suck out their demons.
How was she at?
How did I miss that?
She exercised
She exercising demons up in this.
Make me roll my eyes.
She making niggas legs shake.
You making niggas come.
I'm trying to fight it on my own like a boulder. There's another way.
Sucking that
Like
dick.
Paula White jumping up and down.
I know.
You can't make this shit up.
What was that? Scary Movie 2?
Damn,
I
I
gotta
love-
release this.
Where's the good succubus when you need it?
Yeah.
That's why the Lord's finna take this
She
devil out of
succeeded in her endeavors. Oh, barber shop.
Oh yeah, she went
Try
back.
to get an address to church.
This is verse 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Bosworth shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And out of Esau, Edom, the small topper headers, there is no Edomite that's smaller than them. There, everyone, even Esau, Edom himself is mad at them. The heathens are through with you all. Jake and the no is through with you all. The Most High is taking you down.
They threw it themselves.
Yeah, matter of fact, you're right. Because half the time now, I've seen countless of protests of you wish you were us on the opposite side in support of Palestine and calling them like we're not in support of the Zionist movement and etc. That's their own people.
She'll complain about
You know, I'm Salaki, brother. I was just looking at this comment board and how some people still these very unlearned, low level, mindless
That's why he cut me.
individuals. After we present all this evidence to prove that there's no such thing as black people, and they still fix their dumbass lips to say it. This is going to show you how unintelligent and how small-minded these individuals are, man. But I digress. Continue.
Okay, this is the scripture you call for Isaiah 42 and 22, but I'm going to read 23 as well. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivered. For a soul, and none sath restored.
So that will be the conditions of the Israelites.
Fine.
All right, in the latter days, in last days. And last I checked, it ain't no whole bunch of little hats locked in prison houses.
They get away.
As a matter of fact, they get to flee to sanctuary cities over there across the water. And
get protected.
or they're the ones running the stockholders in the prisons and controlling the policies with in the courthouses, the judges, the lawyers, etc., etc. They're on that side of it. So once again, you cannot be the victim. All right, and be the villain. You can't be, So you're definitely not the victim of this. You benefit from this. Okay.
Even
hold on, brother. So that brings to mind Jeremiah 50 and 33, which somebody get that, and then get that because who has the power to do this? The wicked.
Okay.
And so he just said how these Edomites look. How did it read? It read it says they were the first to practice. Hold on. It says this Jesus of Nazareth religion, which they were the first of all nations to embrace. They hold dominion over all Eurasia, East, and they hold the dominion over basically the whole function of the earth, man. You know, the World Cup is here. Why is everyone coming to America? And gotta get, meet the requirements to even travel here. Okay? Everyone's under the vibration of America. None of these countries that are coming to play this game of football, all right, the most popular game in sport in the world, whether you like it or not. Second being MMA, all right, not basketball, not football, but football where you kick, real football.
Football.
It's the most popular sport in the world, man. You can, it is. It is what it is. But all these people that come from all these different lands, none of them are wearing their traditional dress.
Yeah.
None of them. They all dressing like Westerners. They women want to be like Westerners.
Yep.
All right. The Esau, let the nigger woman and the Edomite woman and every other woman get on the camera and clap their cheeks. And now the whole world doing that shit. Right? Arab women, Asian women, sand niggers. They all doing it now.
Yeah, the one bitch in Iran.
Yeah.
She climbed on the damn top of the light on the pole to shake her ass.
God.
And that's completely against their culture.
Just to be in defiance.
Yep. That's
and women
liberating.
around the world saluted her.
Yes. That's freeing yourself from the patriarchy. You getting on top of a fucking light pole and shaking your ass for the world. Yeah. All right, is freedom.
Hands on your knees playing in the background.
Yeah. Well, that's that like I always say, man. The eagle, that's the symbol of Esau, Edom. It's the highest flying bird, but it's also the most filthy, man. And what does this place do? It exalts filth. Which says, I've seen the wicked in great power and spreading itself like the green bay tree, man. So the Lord just got to uproot this nigga, man. He's just a cancer, man.
So like I got an emergency precept. This is Leviticus 19 and 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness.
Yeah.
And people are saying that. People are saying like the society is falling because of the women, man. The women's lib.
Well, Esau, he don't put that. He
Yeah.
allowed these women to get to, because Esau's really a weak, effeminate micro man.
Right.
And he allowed his woman to
please her physically.
to get up on a level. And then what's amazing too is the evidence of all these Edomite women. I mean, these Edomite males. It is, they're first of all, their attack on Jacob's manhood by trying to demasculate Jake, and chemical castration through food and through spraying of stuff like that. Yeah, this is the softest, gayest form of combat of warfare. When did we start doing this?
Astrazine.
That's the most unmanliest man.
Let's not forget.
Protect their private parts.
And let's not
Right?
forget.
Make them like us. All right.
Oh,
Go
sure.
ahead.
Yeah, I got that scripture you called for.
Bakusha.
And then one right behind it.
Bakusha.
This is Daniel 4:17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men."
And these bases of men, the catalyst that they used to launch their rulership was Christianism.
Yes.
And how many? And that's and you can add Judeo-Christianism into that.
Yes.
All right. And how many people, including white people, how many videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, right now, where Edomites telling you that Judeo-Christianism, white nationalism is all rooted in white supremacy and hate. It's a false religion that they've used to purposely push forward their own hate and their own agenda.
And I got one more because I'm sorry.
Just kind of make a quick point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve Nash, the proof of it is when you read the Bible, whoever the people is in the Bible, that people is superior to everybody else.
Period.
All right, Exodus 19, you should be above all nations. 1 Peter 2, a royal priesthood.
Deuteronomy 14 and 2.
And that you look like the sardine in the jasper stone, which I had mine.
Oh Lord,
So they
But go ahead, bro. I was just backing you up, laying back in.
Yep. So they put their images up. The people are gonna think they're the superior beings.
Yes.
And that's what they look at. They look at Esau as superior because, well, Jesus is white.
Yeah.
You know.
In which the Bible, nowhere in the Bible does it say that. It says the complete opposite.
Yeah.
You saw that in Malcolm X.
All right. It says the complete opposite.
So I got that Micah 2 and 1.
Bring it out, beloved.
This is Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And we just read Daniel 4 and 17 that the earth was given into the bases of men. All right, but just for a moment of time, according to Job 20 and verse 5. That's it.
And who's more base than this devil? Job said he would let him sit with his dogs. And we know why now through the Spirit.
Yeah.
They show us things.
The dogs ain't safe.
They're not. They show us things now that we wouldn't have known for real. I mean, through the Spirit. But they movies, they TV shows, the old movie called Road Trip.
Yeah, real
the
life.
dude was with the dog. We learned about the peanut butter. We learned about the peanut butter watching something they call comedy. They had natural lampoon when they put the damn sperm in the donuts and fed them to the other Edomites. These are prank wars with each other.
Hey, what was that movie? The animal where they had old boy where he could smell a goat.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. Yeah.
Jackass.
All right.
Freddie got fingered.
Oh yeah, Jackass. They drunk the damn horse sperm.
Yeah.
Damn, Biggie was.
Hey, can I back you up real
No,
quick?
y'all can still read it.
Oh, you still reading?
Wow.
Oh, you finished? Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
This is Psalm 73 and 20. Until I went to the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought to desolation? As in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Yahweh, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. You see, that's what the Lord's doing, man. He's destroying, and I always use this, I think about the scene in Gladiator when Maximus thought he was about to get poisoned. His friend said, look, no, he ain't going to kill you like that. He said he got to destroy your name first. And that's what the Lord's doing with you. He's destroying your image. That's why you got that fucking weird-ass Edomite. You got motherfuckers traveling overseas to get wives, to get women. This nigga travels all the way to Sweden to talk about Jake. And you guys see a pattern here. You guys see a pattern here. You know, nigga talk about Jake. This dude. See, this whole thing is dick envy, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
When he said when he wanted to said, would you date a black guy?
Hey, look.
That crushed his spirit. When he said, yeah, I will. Yeah, no problem. And so he went to go hunt to find a way to try to throw a narrative in their mind to sway them, and they were not dissuaded because you can't be.
He went to Sweden. He went to Sweden because he know the business here already going.
Exactly.
So he went over there thinking.
When they was blonde hair, blue
But they-
eyes.
The white,
They been,
Hey, white
That's what I was
over
thinking.
there.
When I was
They been
overseas,
going
I'm
over
telling
there.
you, the Lord made me come back home because it was too sweet
Yeah.
overseas.
Well,
If the Murph was to go overseas, he would never come back.
I don't want to come
I'm
back.
telling you,
bet he won't.
none of us would, brother. The Lord made me come back. I did not want to come back because they know. Matter of fact, the women over there was like, "Who did you vote for? Did you vote for Bush?" I'm like, I didn't vote. I don't vote for. I don't fuck with none of them. They said, "Okay, we like you. You're cool." They hate it over here. They hate these niggas. When I was living in a hostel over there, only bitches I was dealing with were nothing but Edomites. They love Jake.
Right.
They hate.
Right.
They hate Esau.
Yeah.
The whiter the place, the worse it is for these white
Come on,
guys.
they hate
I
it.
had
The
matter of
white
fact,
bitches like it the most.
Okay.
the guy that started this whole thing with my shoulder, this bad shoulder mine. All right, you know, a big 260-pound Swede. All right, and he used to always tell me he wanted me to go to Sweden so bad. All right, and he was like, man,
Live a happy life.
because he told me, he said, man, he said the women over there will go nuts for you, bro.
That's it.
All right.
Period.
I mean, and so it makes me think about that old weird Edomite cup spirit, you know, that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like that, right?
I want to
Like,
see you in your
like-
element.
Well, right, you want to go to the club, you know, man, we got to go over there, go clubbing, man. And you got to get all the women that,
Yeah.
and now I think back on it, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, Elder, here it is.
They're cooking to take notes and shit.
Hey.
That's fucked up.
Hey, Elder, here it is. Here it is. You got literal men. They're tired of the American woman, so they get on a plane. I like, look, I'm finna go find some feminine women. This nigga was on a plane thinking about a nigga, man. This nigga
ride.
The whole ride. The nigga bought the ticket.
16.
He bought the ticket.
He bought the ticket. He got on the nigga sat on the plane.
He had a portfolio.
Yeah, he had the grab.
He had a whole portfolio with graphs and
So you know he took notes.
Bro,
He dozing off.
If he put that type of energy, he probably would have got some.
niggas thinking about big titty white women and how it's gonna be great.
He was watching that black porn too on his phone.
Yeah,
He was watching that black porn. He's eating like the devil, man.
Hey, Capo.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 26. It says, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein." So, by you using the propaganda machine and your media and your entertainment to vilify us, to fucking, you tried to subjugate us, vilify us, make us look subhuman, but you made us look cool as fuck. You made us look like them niggas. You increased the curiosity and the desire and the intrigue on your own women.
Right.
So now when you travel to these places that's mostly white or Edomites, they're fucking intrigued. They're enthralled with
He
Jay.
did all of this to tell us about them.
Right.
He
Right.
women in
Show
general,
window.
man.
Oh shit! Hey, her whole life, she saw dad rooting for the Cowboys, rooting for the Bulls, all right, rooting for your favorite sports team. It was all niggas, all right. Hey, they grew up watching hip hop, Soldier Boy, all this shit. They grew up watching niggas. So when she gets of age, guess what she wants? A nigga.
First people I ever seen do that Soldier Boy dance was a group of Edomites.
Read.
I'm real. I'm at a fight, and these niggas came to the ring doing that shit.
Yeah.
The girls doing it with him.
And what was that look?
Then he got his ass whooped too.
And what was that look?
You can't come to the dance was the coldest part of his fight. He got a ring, got faded.
Then all the clubs is playing.
I was like, nigga, you should have been working more on your hands and your takedown.
Not the dance move.
But he right, because he didn't miss a step on that. He didn't miss none of that. But that nigga got knocked out.
You just mentioned how soccer is the biggest sport in the world. Well, you know who just performed? Future. He performed at the little halftime show, which is bigger than any Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
So they have Future doing it. So the world is watching. Not only are they watching America, they watching that niggas is the greatest part of America. When I say niggas, I mean all 12 tribes. Especially the Southern.
Matter of fact, most of the people playing in those teams, I'm looking at these teams in these European nations, and the majority of their players is Southern and Northern Kingdom. It's mostly Jay.
Right.
And Mbappe going crazy.
Yeah.
A nigga.
Yeah.
The whole France.
The future GOAT, man.
They said when France was playing this African country, they're like, wait a minute, aren't they supposed to be playing France? Why is it Africa versus Africa? Because they were looking at the
Hey,
squad.
Jake is Bobby Boucher, man. I can't hide you no more, Bobby. Everybody's seeing how beautiful you is. You know, his mama said, I can't hide you no more, Bobby. You can't hide Bobby Boucher no more, man.
So like this is Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All they that see them shall.
On that point, it's a big ass Edomite bitch. She fine though. A Russian bitch. Big Russian. And she keep talking about, she even told the one big Jake, you need to come to Russia, get the Russian women.
Yeah, the one that moved to Atlanta.
And she got them thick forelips.
Yeah.
She can really be interviewing Jake, telling him about how the Russian women and all these
I want it.
Hey,
a
big part of making their tongue, the Edomite woman is telling all their secrets.
Yes.
The Edomite woman get with Jake, just like the brother was just talking about off camera, because they see all the shit that Esau. They really around the envy.
Matter of fact,
they see
Paul's right there. Bible Shop, Murph. Could you reflect on the things that that particular woman said about her,
Oh,
her
yeah.
ex-Jewish husband
Yeah,
for the
but-
audience to be edified?
So yeah, I was outside, doing my daily routine, not on the Sabbath, and I had ran into this white woman, and I was chopping it up. I was with the brother, and I told him I was gone, and he knew I was gone, right? But nevertheless, man, some jigaboos try to stop us at the door and get the white woman back. I'm gonna put that part into Keisha, the black woman too. And if the white woman was leaving with a white man, the black woman wouldn't have said shit.
They would have applauded.
She said, "No, don't go with him." So
Not him.
The game over through that, man. I just stood there in the suit. I ain't really got much to say to that nigga. But yeah. So long story short, we get to talking and stuff, and I'm walking and I'm talking with the white woman, and she cool. She just talking. She cool. She regular. But then she get to talking about she was divorced and shit, and she from here, but she just moved from Florida and stuff. She said, I want to tell you something.
Speak up a little louder.
She said, I want to tell you something about my ex. Ain't no bitch finna get around me talking about another nigga. Ain't you seeing this shit?
Right.
So, nevertheless, I didn't say so. Normally, I would have just checked her. But I'm just listening. She said, I'm divorced. He's over $100 million guy. He comes from a family that's way wealthier than that. And I just had to run. I said, damn, and at least you got some of his money. She said, I don't have nothing. I have to run. She said, I have to run. And she said, so I'm just listening. We get to the car and shit. The lady get to my crib, man. She just get on the floor. She crying. She was bugged out, but she was cool at the end of the day. But, she was just telling me, like, it's happening. She said, you all eating human. He was an Amalek. He was a small hat.
Not gonna say what race.
Exactly. She said, you are all eating human meat. These people have to go. She said, I seen what they did to the children. She said, I seen what his uncle had children with women that they look at like dogs. I said, the Goyim? She said, yeah, He said, they go have children with it so they can do shit to them, man.
Wow.
So they can have a life. Exactly.
They purposely go and pregnant a heathen woman, but
now they will receive. Yes. She told me that. She said, I've seen it too many times. She said, and then they're washing everybody in the bathroom, and they lock you in bathrooms and they make you shit on the floor so they can watch you. She said, it's a camera in every bathroom. She said, and I just seen what they did to the children, and I just had to run. And it was wild, man. That's just the surface tip of it. And the whole time, this lady, she not drunk, she not belligerent. She was a yoga bitch too. So she was sitting there Indian style on my floor crying. Like, please, he said, somebody gotta stop it. She was just saying something.
Well, little does she know that it's about to stop, man.
I said, it's gonna stop.
We those people.
Then when you hold
But it was wild, man. The white woman in the flesh.
Deuteronomy 7:30, Salaki. 7-6 too.
God damn. And they just found a bunch of Edomite. They just found a bunch of Jewish motherfuckers underground again for the second time.
New York.
For the second time, a bunch of young bitches underground with some Jewish motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that's how the ADL started. The Louis Frank.
Yep.
The Louis Frank case.
Yeah.
You had a fucking small hat. Murder a regular Edomite, a low-level Edomite, young girl, rape and murder her, and then try to blame it on the slave. See, your whole existence is an accusation against Jacob, man. This whole system is an accusation against Jacob, man. That's how the Anti-Defamation League started.
Yeah, to protect him. They said you can't speak bad against him, so they made this anti-Semite word and all this other bullshit, man. Could you make it so you can't speak bad against a criminal, mind you?
Exactly. Yeah.
A criminal. Which proves they're not the Israelites, because we're going to be the bad word of Proverbs.
Yeah.
All right?
This is Jeremiah 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh, thy most high power, will put all these curses upon thy enemy and on them that hate thee, which persecute. That's Jeremiah?
Deuteronomy.
Nah, he wanted me to bring out the Deuteronomy. So yeah, man, all of these curses is now falling on you damn devils. For all of the wickedness that you have done, it's coming to the light, You can't hide this. You get mad because Jake is getting elevated over you through the music. And they did it since Tupac. What was that little Edomite chick? They was so mad and mad at Pac because Pac, she listening to all his music, dancing to his music. And they love us because we the salt of the earth.
The craziness is when you're thinking about Pac, MJ, the craziness of how popular Pac still is, and how he actually even gotten greater since his death. It's insane. It's insane. The
nigga was 25,
and when he was 27. But the thing is, with MJ, this dude damn near more popular than Cesare Borgia on this planet, man.
Almost,
I mean, I was watching a video and somebody put up a video on Instagram and said you can't compare him to nobody, and it was just clip after clip of arenas filled with 50,000 people, 100,000 people, 70,000 people.
Bitches die.
Bitches busting on themselves and then passing out. Right. Right. It was like I said,
Put a hat on and there go crazy.
Right.
One move. He said.
Nigga ain't even performed. Just standing there.
He just standing nuts. He pull out the suitcase. He pull a jacket out. They went crazy. I say this thing. What move is that?
So the thing is that when you think about Mike and you think about the other Mike's, it's
Drake raw.
They love him.
Yeah, the Edomites love him. They biggest fan. Even you think of a low level gangster music nigga like Kodak. Edomites loved him.
Yes. He be at the concerts.
He saw at the concerts.
They know line for line, word for word.
I don't know those songs, bro. And Edomites, they roll by in Bucktown all day in their cars.
T-Pain.
Bro, I'm telling you. And when I was driving Lipton Uber and had the music, they would sit there and quote every song. And as soon as they get the nigga, they'll just drop the nigger out. But then they'll go and let you know they will keep the nigga in the song when they by themselves.
They know the words.
Right. Tell them, hey, I'm cool with it. Right. They like that scene in White Chicks. She's like, there's no one around. They all like,
you can say it.
They was like, I hate that movie. That's my favorite part.
Hey, but that go to show what the scripture says: a horse leech have two daughters crying, give, give. Hey, this motherfucker's just a parasite. He understands you can't. And look, he knows, and just like history tells you, just like the scriptures tell you, no nation became a superpower without taking down Jacob, man. You have to take down Jacob to be a superpower, man.
Well, that's even how you make money.
Yeah.
In this, look, the way you make money in this society, you either using Jake to lift up a product, or you're trying to, or you're subjugating Jake publicly.
Yeah.
People will pay for either way.
Yeah.
All right, that's what they're doing. I want to get a few more scriptures, brother.
It was the scripture I was quoting. Judith. In the book of Judith, what the dude say? If they sin against their power, then we can overtake them. So if they can find a way to trip Jake up and get Jake to be doing wickedness,
and they've done that,
right?
And they do that, and they mastered it.
Yes.
And the main catalyst that they used was Christianism.
Oh yeah.
Right, Christianism, and now I come to understand blackness.
Yes.
Right. As far because I coming into the truth, you couldn't have told me that. I'm like, damn, this Cesare Borgia this is the biggest witchcraft. No, it isn't.
That blackness.
It's the blackness.
Yes.
Black, because many so-called black people are hip to Cesare, but they can't get past that black demon.
Yes.
Right. So the truth to be told, this blackness is a worse demon than Cesare Borgia.
Esau been pushing this shit for
since 1681.
Over 500
Right.
years.
But
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, bring out what you get. But somebody hold. Go ahead and get Job 9:24. You got to get it. Get Isaiah 25:7, and then get Isaiah 14:21 in the NLT Bible shop.
This Revelation Salaki. No, this is Romans 8. Just going back into what we were just talking about. This is Romans 8:16. It says the Spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. And if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Mashiach, if
if it so be that we suffer with him, and that's what we're going through now, in the chains of darkness in the flesh, dealing with these goddamn devils.
I want to add that that's the real reason Esau hate us, man. That's that Wisdom of Solomon 2nd chapter.
That's right.
They say they profess to be the sons of God. They say,
Yeah.
they hate
did a
that.
lesson and brought it out.
That's the same thing with the evil. When it said, "Wherefore hate he him?" Because his brother works are good, his own works evil. They hate the fact that we're the sons of God. You know what comes with being the sons of God? Being the son of God. All right, and everything that's great. All right, everything, even the lowest state.
The kingdom, nigga.
We still better than you.
Right.
Even in the lowest state, even after all the chemicals you done gave us, all the bullshit you done fuck, and we still better than you. We still rawer than you, man.
Jake better
Romans 9.
This is it says that we may also be glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, are not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in us. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the sons of Yahweh. So the whole world is beholding the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh right now. And you know, and always going to that Daniel the 12th chapter. He said, when it's going to be a time like like no other time, but he said it's going to be, some will wake up to everlasting life, some everlasting shame and contempt. But he said, he stands stars. And when you go into that stars, it means joint heirs, brothers of the Messiah. So that's the world is watching this happen.
Yeah, title fight. It's all about Jacob and Esau.
Yeah, and the world is watching the Israel. The world sees us, man. All right, we popping up on niggas with followers rolling by, putting brothers on their pages.
I see and hear regular Jakes using our talking points every day all day.
I heard nobody say lamb back.
No, but I mean they just use it because they're listening, they're watching. Yeah. So yeah, but they're using our talking points. Just like you got all these Jakes wearing these head wraps now. Yeah. You know, of course they cover their crowns. They're not leaving their crowns open, but they're wearing meat trees now.
Bugged out. The nigga woman had it over the hair weave. Wow. It was bugged out. I'm working security on Clark and Hubbard. I seen multiple nigga women with the, like you said, the meat trees on over the hair weave. I'm like, her man must be a Hebrew Israelite, whatever.
Yeah. The sister.
She outside.
She outside
at the club
with the meat tree on over the bus.
Man, she got her hair got
You gotta remember, 1/3 is still a huge number. When you read numbers, it says you can't number the fourth part of Israel. 1/3 is bigger than a fourth. So 1/3 of the Jakes in America, like, that's a lot.
That's a lot of niggas.
That's a lot.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
Who got that scripture? I got 14.
I want that one last. Isaiah 14 last.
I got the Isaiah 25.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This back in Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
These holy scriptures, man.
That's right.
These holy scriptures. This book, if you know, but it wasn't prophecy for it to happen. But if Esau is really smart, he just would have did the Fahrenheit 451 on all Bibles. All right, that's what he would have did for Fahrenheit 451 on all Bibles, because the Bible completely exposes the so-called white man. There's no way he could be the people of the Lord, man. If you actually read the book, okay, and with some actually and you do a comparison to history, there's no way you could come up with the notion that these people are the people of the Lord. It's utterly ludicrous. It's it's retardation to the third power, man.
Yeah, because the history is overkill. Yes, it's overkill.
And which is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai is the approach that he put on me to go into the history.
Yeah, because
right, and like the history we discussed today, this is devastating to Esau Edom. All right, this is a devastating blow to him. Okay? I remember the day and the night that I found out, wait, these motherfuckers invented whiteness, and I instantly started doing videos on that shit. And man, bro, go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
And so that's one thing through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemai Shai, and him using the apostles and the elder bishops, using the elder Ariah, you can't get around this truth, man. And now, you know, that veil, it's been stripped down. All right, it's been, you know, tore the curtain down.
Yeah.
This bitch nigga back here.
Right.
This nigga.
Because according to
All
the truth, evil got its time.
Yep.
Evil had its power.
Yep.
And then that's when that veil was up, according to truth. But also according to truth, that veil was ultimately going to come down and the light will make manifest.
Right. And now Esau on the microphone screaming, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. You know? No, nigga, we see you.
Per capita.
So like it shows even on this comment board, you scoffers, especially it's a lot of Edomites on here.
Of course it is.
And they hurt, man. This one Edomite just hurt on here.
They hurt, man.
Talk about I mean I know
Hey, look,
I'm only
man.
a white man, but I can dream like Martin Luther.
I was just thinking that.
Hey, every nigga in Freddy Krueger movie had a dream too, nigga.
Well, check it out. This
Every
is
town
the
got an Elm Street.
this is the reality. You know, you wake up from the dream.
Nigger.
You want me to hit that Isaiah 14?
Did we got them all?
Job
You wanted
9:24.
Jeremiah 50 and 33 too, but I don't know.
Nah, don't worry about that. That pass. Get that Job. Yeah, the
You
Job
say you want
9.
the Job 9, you know what y'all
Job
got.
9:24. Then Yahtzee. That's the last one.
Okay.
All right,
Job
let's go.
9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And so,
No one knows this Bible like the Hebrew Israelites know this Bible.
Nobody.
so this is Isaiah 14 and 21, and I'll read it in the New Living Translation. It says, "Kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sins."
Okay, roll back and wicked, and hit that part again.
Isaiah 14 and 21 in the NLT. "Kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sin." And they are their fathers. It says they must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with cities. This is what the Lord of Heaven armies says.
So your program to digitalize and rule with technocracy, and give vaccines to take out the people of the world, the population, to bring them down and out to a certain number. It's already failed. It's a futile attempt, man.
Huh.
You know. Go ahead,
But
brother.
don't worry, the Lord will take your numbers down.
That's,
Still.
oh yeah, this is Isaiah 14 and 22 in the NLT.
Meaning it's not going to stop him from losing.
Yep.
All right.
It
He
says
gonna get to a certain level in his wickedness.
right,
You lose, man.
right.
Go ahead.
Well, like the scripture
Because the
says.
Israelites didn't matter, you ain't gonna be able to touch.
Yep.
See, them 2/3, hair hat wearing, weed smoking, gang banging ass, drug dealing, adultery ass, church niggas.
Yes,
They don't matter. So
Yeah.
the Lord, so you can have your way with them.
Yeah.
All them Catholics constantly beating themselves up every day.
You can met niggas.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely.
19 keys.
So going back to Isaiah 14 and 22 in the NLT, it says, "This is what the Lord of heaven's armies says. I myself have risen against Babylon. I will destroy its children and its children's children, says the Lord."
And that Lord's army, well, you can read about it in Amos 9 and 11.
That's
Okay,
it.
which is the kingdom of heaven.
That's it.
All right, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it was kind of cold.
Yes, sir. Bar.
But
It's-
that's what's about to happen, man.
Yep. It says, verse 23, "I will make Babylon a desolate place of owls, filled with swamps and marshes, and I will sweep the land, all right, the land of America, right, with the broom of destruction. I, the Lord of heaven's armies, have spoken."
So, man, I love the way it reads in the NLT, man. So with that, we're going to give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash,
Kwam Yasharallah,
Kwam Yasharallah,
Abba Ball.
Abba Ball.
Turn those machines off.
Turn them off.
Go to the cellars and lie.
Turn them off.
Bro, it's
Maybe that was your soul.